right, let's start at the top of our yoga mat this morning. Feet hip width distance. Just spreading our toes, just standing up nice and tall this morning. Opening up our palms. So cool, right outside my window, there's 4 hot air balloons. Oh, so pretty. Just maybe close your eyes this morning or open them, whatever. Just setting our intention for our practice this morning. I woke up this morning and the sun was shining and I could not wait to put on my yoga pants and roll out my yoga mat with you ladies this morning. So excited to move and breathe. It's a new beautiful day. So keeping your knees nice and soft, toes soft, slight bend in the knees. Just kind of activating those inner thighs a little bit, just kind of squeezing them in, activating the core, standing up nice and tall. Let's inhale, arms come up, keeping them up as you exhale and just reach tall. Reach it up. And then as you exhale, slightly bend your knees, hinge forward, give me a nice forward fold. And just hang out here for a moment. Nice bend in the knees. Sometimes in the morning, our back can be a little stiff, just depending the way we slept. And then let's inhale, roll it all the way up, 1 vertebrae at a time, finding that active mountain pose, releasing your shoulders, knees are soft. And let's inhale, arms come up. As you exhale, this time grab onto both elbows. So I'm just opening it up, standing right here. Feeling that lovely stretch, opening up, slight back bend, but I'm not back bend, just opening, just ever so slightly. You can hold it here or grounding through your left foot, push up and over to the right side, and then shift your weight to that right foot, and just feel that deep stretch. And then inhale, come back to center, shifting your weight to the opposite side, and just growing taller, opening up that side body. And then inhaling, coming back to center, holding it here. Now, option as we forward fold, you can hold on to your elbows or release, whatever feels good. So let's inhale here, exhale, forward fold. And I'm just gonna hang on to my elbows. So maybe if you released, grab onto those elbows, and let's just sway side to side. Picture drawing a beautiful rainbow after the rain from one side to the next. Waking up that lower back. And then inhale, come back to center. Release your hands, knees are bent. This time, inhale, reverse swan dive up to that mountain pose. Hands come, biceps come by your ear, reach it up. And then grab onto those elbows. Inhale, take it to the right side, leaning up and over. Just kind of gently grabbing onto that left elbow, opening up the side of the body. And then inhale, come back to center. Exhale, grab onto that right elbow, pushing down through that right heel, lengthening through the side of the body. And then inhale, come up, center, opening it up. And then as you exhale, swan dive, forward fold. And then just hold your ragdoll right here. Or maybe go side to side. Whatever your body's craving this morning. And then as you inhale, release your hands. Give me a nice inhale, halfway lift. Reset that spine, engaging the inner thighs. And then exhale, coming into that forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, and then step back into a tabletop. And then exhale, push it all the way back. Have a nice seat right on your heels in a nice hero pose. Sitting up nice and tall, readjust. Just opening up the heart this morning, feeling a lovely stretch in those tops of the quads. And then let's inhale, arms come up. And then exhale, clasp those hands behind you. Really lift it up. Maybe even turn up. So I'm turning out my hands. I know it's hard to see. Maybe just kind of opening up the fingertips, opening up the palms. And then release it down. This time, inhale, arms come up. As you exhale, bringing those hands behind you, clasp those hands, open up the chest. Nice little chest opener. So I'm clasping my hands together, opening up the heart, opening up the chest. Holding it here. Again, if this is too much, you can always just placing your hands on your waistband, opening up the heart. You're taking those hands away from you, feeling that lengthen through your chest, opening up, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale here, and then exhale here. Option if you want a little bit more, inhale, hinge forward, bring your hands with you, really opening it up. Bringing your head to your yoga mat. And then inhale, release. Exhale, come back to that hero's pose. Inhale, make your way to that tabletop, maybe separating your knees a little bit. Holding in here, engaging the core. Now this time, inhale, come on up onto those knees. Holding it right here. Let's inhale, arms come up. Just like we did before, maybe interlace your fingers, open it up. Slight back bend, just ever so slightly, opening up the chest. And then exhale, release. Inhale, arms come up. Now this time I'm gonna add a little bit of movement. I'm gonna exhale, I'm gonna come down to like a child's pose, bringing my head to the mat. So then inhale, come up. Warming up the body. Exhale, ever so slightly bringing it back. Inhale, arms come up, opening a big, deep cleansing breath. And then exhale, letting it out. 2 more, inhale. Maybe add a little back bend. Exhale, let it out. Last one, inhale, arms come up. And then exhale, come to that child's pose. Bring that head to your mat. Push those hips back. Take a breath here. Exhale it out here. Inhale, come up to that tabletop. Exhale, hold it here. I'm just gonna move back, so I wanna be in the middle of my mat. We're gonna just add on. So I'm in the tabletop. Inhaling here. As I exhale, I'm gonna come forward. Well, there we go. Come forward into an upward facing dog. Pressing my thighs into the mat. So inhale, come to tabletop. Exhale, open it up to upward facing dog. Maybe make it a little bit deeper. Maybe come from child's pose. And then come into that upward facing dog, opening up. Your thighs can be on or off the mat. Watching those hips, don't let them drop. So come back into that child's pose or tabletop. And then as you exhale, come up into that upward facing dog. Arms are straight, opening up the heart, strong core. Dropping it. Just moving with your breath. Waking it up this morning. Oh, this feels so good. I could do this all day. But I won't. And then hold at your upward facing dog. Hold it here. Now, tuck your toes. Push up and back into your downward facing dog. Take your time pedaling out that downward facing dog. Shake out your head. Take what you need here. Bending, maybe opening and closing your jaw, maybe shaking your head side to side. And then when you're ready, hold your downward facing dog. Pressing your heels into the earth, hips up nice and high, looking up at that waistband, lengthening. exhale, maybe go a little bit deeper. One more breath here. And then inhale, come to your tabletop. As you exhale, give me that upward facing dog all the way up. Open up the heart. And then press it back, child's pose. Let's kind of add it all in together, shall we? Inhale, come to that tabletop. Exhale, coming into that upward facing dog, opening up the heart. Inhale, tuck your toes, find your downward facing dog. Exhale it out. Inhale, walk it up to that forward fold. Exhale, plant your feet. Inhale, halfway lift, reset that spine. Exhale, forward fold. Knees are bent. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Bring those arms with you as you exhale at the top, grabbing on to those elbows. Inhale, take it to the right side, really pressing down through that right hip. Exhale it out. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, take it to the left side, really pressing down, opening up the side of the body. I'm keeping my elbows together as I inhale, come up. Exhale, swoop it down. Ragdoll here. Release your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, find your down dog. Hold it here, pressing those heels into the mat. I gotta take off my sweatshirt. So take a breath here, again, deepening your downward facing dog. Whatever feels good. And then when you're ready, let's take this left leg nice and high, three-legged dog. Pressing down through our left hip, up through that left heel, really lengthening through the right side of the body. And then inhale, let's bring this knee to nose. Give me that nice rounding of that upper back. And then exhale, extend that leg behind you. One more time. Inhale, bring this knee to nose. But this time as you exhale, step it through. Give me a nice low lunge, dropping that right knee. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale right here, opening it up this morning. Inhaling here, as you exhale, I'm taking it to a twist. Right hand, left knee. Let's open up the shoulder this morning. Open it up right here, just nice and easy. Again, if this is too much, hand comes right at your waistband. A gentle twist in those internal organs, and then just opening it up. Saying good morning, getting a lovely stretch. And then inhale, arms come up. Exhale, push those hips back. Give me a nice little hamstring stretch. Relax your shoulders. Melt that rib cage to thigh. Really squaring the hips here. Take a moment. We're getting deep into the hamstrings this morning. So really press that left hip back, right hip forward, keeping those hips square and just feeling that lengthen in the back of your leg. Bringing every exhale, bringing that rib cage to your thigh, lengthening. And then inhale, bend this left knee. And then let's take this right arm. Let's open it up this morning. Open it up. Drawing some circles, or maybe you're thinking of a beautiful rainbow after the rain. Adding that shoulder mobility, movement with your breath this morning. Inhale. Opening it up. Deep, big, deep exhale. Inhale. What are you letting in this morning? That fresh, good, clean breath. Let's do two more. Opening it up. Adding that shoulder mobility. And then as you exhale, maybe give me a nice little twist, bringing that left hand onto the back of your left hip, looking up. Maybe I'm going to come out to the outside of my left foot a little bit, getting that little bit of inner thigh, kind of like a lizard. Yeah. So good this morning. And then inhale, come back, framing this left leg. Come on your right toes. Gently bring this left leg behind you and open up that hip. Just nice and easy, nothing big. Maybe roll out your ankle. Maybe squeeze that heel a little bit closer to your glute, whatever feels good. And then exhale, come to your downward facing dog. Let's inhale, come to our tabletop. I know. And then let's exhale, give me that upward facing dog right here. Open it up. And then inhale, press it back, give me a nice child's pose. Inhale, come back to that tabletop. Exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, step it up to that forward fold. Exhale, plant your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bring those arms up just to a regular mountain pose. And then as you exhale, swoosh it back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift again. And then as you exhale, find your downward facing dog. Plant your palms. Inhale, take this right leg high. Three-legged dog. Take your time, lengthening through the left leg. Keeping your hips square, pushing down that right hip as you push up that right heel. Looking in between your thumb, in between your hands. And then here we go. Inhale, bring this knee to nose, round it up. Exhale, extend it behind you. Let's do that again. Inhale, round it up, knee to nose. As you exhale, gently drop your right foot, dropping that left knee, coming into a beautiful low lunge. Relax your shoulders, opening it up. Inhale here, exhale, left hand, right shoulder, open it up. So I'm kind of using a little bit of resistance. I'm taking my left hand, pressing on the outside of my right leg, and then just deepening that twist. If it's too much, always bring your hand to your waistband. Just opening it up. I'm gonna turn right here. And then inhale, arms come up back to that low lunge. As you exhale, sink those hips back. Give me a nice hamstring stretch. Here we go, half splits. Relax your shoulders. Again, squaring your hips, pressing this left hip back, right hip forward. Nice flat back as you exhale, melting on top of that thigh. Feeling that stretch in your inner thigh. Breathe it out. And then inhale, bend this front knee. Take your time. If you're on tile-like knees, you gotta readjust. And then just hold this lovely low lunge. And then when you're ready, add that right arm, opening it up. Inhale, drawing that circle, opening up the shoulder. Big exhale. Adding that movement this morning with your breath. That's what's so great about yoga. Yoga means yoke. We're combining the body, your soul, mind. So good. So using that breath, breathing into your beautiful body this morning. Clearing out any of the clutter that doesn't belong there and bringing in all the goodness. All right, I lost track. Let's do one more. I could do it all day. I love it. Take this right hand on the back side of your right thigh. Open it up. Just give me a nice little easy twist looking up towards the ceiling, the sky. I'm going to lean out a little bit on the outside edge of my right foot because I'm getting a little bit of inner thigh. Feels super yummy. Lifting up the chest high. And then on the next exhale, come on through, framing this right foot, tucking your left toes, gently bringing this right leg behind, just very gently open it up. First really big hip opener this morning. Take your time. Maybe roll out your ankle, maybe squeeze that ankle a little bit closer to your glute, whatever feels good. And then find your downward facing dog, readjust. Here we go. This time I'm adding on. Inhale, I'm coming to plank. On or off your knees, you can be right here. And then exhale, let's do our first chaturanga, shall we? All the way down. But this time, upward facing dog. On the inhale, straighten your arms, toes to the mat. And then exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, step it up to that forward fold. Exhale, plant your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, inhale, reverse swan dive, bringing those biceps up to your ears, and then exhale, swoosh it back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, really hinge, bring that rib cage to thigh, pressing up. And then one more time, inhale, halfway lift, reset that spine. Exhale, plant your hands, bend your downward facing dog. Let's add on. Inhale, take this left leg nice and high. Exhale it out here, three-legged dog. Inhale, bring that knee to nose. Exhale, extend that left leg behind you. Again, inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, drop that left leg, drop your right knee. Let's come on through. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, just push those hips back. Give me a beautiful hamstring stretch. Maybe you've been working on these a little bit. Maybe you're like, I want to take a little bit deeper this morning. Feel free to listen to your body. If you want to go deeper in that stretch, you can. Maybe take your right arm over top. Feel a deep stretch. Options this morning. Or maybe you just hold this stretch right here. Give me 2 more breaths wherever you are, really lengthening through that left leg, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your neck. Inhaling here, exhaling here. And then inhale, bend this knee, come back to this runner's lunge, and this time let's add a beautiful twist this morning. Opening it up. Open it up, really drop those hips coming onto the outside of that left foot, opening it up this morning. And then inhale, come back to center. Now exhale, let's bring this back foot up and let's turn it. I'm going right into a warrior two. So take your time. So my left toes are forward. I'm just gonna come on up and come right into a warrior two, nice and easy. Bending this left leg, looking over this left shoulder, well, top of the left hand. So now let's do the same thing we did on the other side, or I cannot talk, foot down. Let's add some arms. So let's inhale, but let's straighten the arm, open it up, exhale, sink deeper. Inhale, open up the chest, exhale. Just adding that little bit of movement this morning. Getting rid of all that stagnant air, stagnant, whatever that's in the body. Finding your strong warrior two. Give me one more. And then sink it down a little bit deeper into your warrior two. Hold your warrior two right here. Strength. Releasing your arms, looking out. I know it's hard, but look out on the top of your left fingertip. Now holding it here, holding your legs, let's exhale, come into a reverse warrior. Oh, peel open that heart. Breathe it out here. And then exhale, come on back, warrior two. Inhale, hands come to heart as you pivot. So now you're into a crescent high lunge. And then exhale, frame this left foot just like we did. Drop those hips. Maybe give me another bow and arrow twist, like why not, right? Feels so good. Lengthening through your legs right here. Or if you just want to enjoy this lunge, dropping your hips, totally optional. And now frame this left foot, inhale, option, come to your knees or hold a plank right here. So knees or plank. Waking up the core, I'm just gonna turn. Don't let those hips drop, nice and strong. Inhaling here, and then exhale, come all the way down, chaturanga arms. And now inhale, roll it up, straighten those arms, give me that upward facing dog. Toes into the mat, and then tuck your toes, push it on up, downward facing dog. Pushing those heels into the earth. Take another deep breath here. And then on your inhale, take this right leg nice and high. Three-legged dog. Pressing that right hip down, right heel up. And then inhaling, coming in, rounding it up. Kiss that knee. And then exhale, extend it behind you. Inhale, round it up, knee to nose. Exhale, drop that right foot. Drop that left knee, toes to the mat. Inhale, arms come up. Hold it right here. Relax your shoulders. Inhale here, exhale, give me that beautiful hamstring stretch. Take whatever you want. Again, maybe you try the splits on this side, just come a little bit deeper. Or maybe you bring this left arm over and you just deepen this hamstring stretch. So just take a few breaths. Whatever feels good. Just lengthening through the back of that right leg. Keeping those hips square, neck soft. Breathe in to this long, strong muscle group. And then inhale, bend this front knee. And then peel open this right arm and give me that beautiful low lunge twist. So I'm really leaning onto the outside of my right foot, getting a little bit of the inner thigh as I open it up. It's like my rib cage underneath is revolving open. Opening up the heart. And then inhale, come on back, framing this right foot. Here we go. I'm gonna come back up onto my right leg, or I'm sorry, that's my left leg. And coming into a warrior two. Nice and easy. Inhaling here, exhale, find your warrior two. Take a moment. And let's add those beautiful arms. Inhale, arms come up. Draw that beautiful circle as you straighten. Exhale. Opening it up. I mean, you can pretend you're in a rock band right here. Yeah. Or you could pretend you're drawing a beautiful sun that's shining bright today, big bright yellow. I love associating my yoga practice with colors. Moving and breathing, opening up the heart. Every time you maybe sink a little bit deeper into that warrior two. Last one. And then as you exhale, sink down into that warrior two, shoulders away from your ears, looking out on the top of that right hand. Holding your legs here, nice and still, strong core. Inhale, as you exhale, bring it up and back, reverse that warrior, open up the heart. Maybe bring your hand behind. Revolving that chest open. And then inhale, come back to that warrior two. As you exhale, hands come to heart, and you come into that crescent high lunge, lengthen right here. Inhale here, exhale, frame this right foot, hold here, dropping those hips, and just feel that beautiful lengthen. Love me a good twist, so I'm gonna take my right arm and open it up this morning, twisting it out, wringing out through the rib cage. Really taking my rib cage and kissing my inner thigh as I twist. Holding it here. Wherever you are, again, you can just hold this runner's lunge. And then when you're ready, everybody bring both hands down. Take this right leg out behind you. Find your plank pose. Hold it here. Make sure you're evenly putting your weight in both hands. Don't let your hips drop. Hold your hips. If you need to, come right to your knees. Hugging those triceps in for support. Give me one inhale here. As you exhale, come all the way down, chaturanga, and then inhale, push those arms back up, toes to the mat, thighs on or off the mat. Open it up, and then exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Let's inhale, step it up to that forward fold. Exhale, plant your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale here, hold it here. Reach long and tall. Bringing those hands down to your side. Now, just like we did in the beginning, clasp those hands behind you. Open up the chest. So my hands are together. Just opening up that heart. Knees are soft. Let's inhale here. As you exhale, holding those palms together, Come down into a forward fold. Knees are soft, bringing that rib cage to thigh, opening up. Breathe it out here. Inhale here. Exhale here. Now inhale here. Exhale, release your hands, coming into a nice chair pose. Wasn't gonna do it, but it just felt really good. Building a little more heat this morning, right? Just a nice, easy chair. We're not gonna be here long. Engaging those inner thighs. Maybe your arms come up. Sitting down in that chair, bar stool, it doesn't have to be deep. Hold it here. Relax your shoulders. Give me one more breath here. Exhale out here. Inhale, come up to mountain. As you exhale, bring those hands to heart. Let's inhale, put all your weight on your right leg. Exhale, bring this right knee up. Hold it here. Now, if you want, extend that right leg in front of you. So I'm right here, extending it out. So my foot is flat, like you're gonna kick a door. Working that balance. Now inhale, bring this knee back in. Exhale, find that crescent high lunge. Left leg is forward. Inhale here, exhale, open up to that warrior two. Sink it down nice and strong. Inhale here, exhale, reverse that warrior, open up the heart. Exhale it out here. Inhale, come back to warrior two. This time, straighten that front leg, reach it forward, come down and give me a nice, beautiful triangle. Really stacking those shoulders, it's a straight line. Make sure we're not dumping into this left side of the body. We're lengthening up through the right side of the body. Keeping our body nice and strong, and then just deepening. If it's in your practice, if you want to bring your hand all the way down, you can, or just rest your hand on the inside of this left leg, opening it up. Can you give me one more breath here in this beautiful triangle? And then exhale it out. Inhale, come back to that warrior two. Exhale, hands come to heart. As you pivot, coming up into this crescent high lunge, exhaling down into a runner's lunge. Hold it here. And then inhale, bring this left leg behind, open up this left hip. Come on down, downward facing dog. Inhale, come to your plank, on or off your knees. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Straighten your arms, toes to the mat. Exhale, now tuck your toes back to downward facing dog. Inhale, step it up to that forward fold. Exhale, plant your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bending your knees. Inhale, reverse swan dive, bringing those arms up with you. Exhale, hands come down. Let's do that again. Inhale, bring those arms behind you, opening up the chest. Open, open, open. Again, you can stay here, or if you want to inhale here, exhale, hinge forward, give me that forward fold. Really opening up the heart, pushing those wrists together. My wrists always want to go out, so straightening those arms. And then inhale, release your hands. As you exhale, find your chair pose. Sink down into it. Maybe bring your hands to heart. Again, engaging, I'm squeezing my inner thighs together. Keeping my knees in alignment. I'm not, side to side, staying right here. Wherever you want today. Inhale here. Exhale here. Now inhale, come on up. Exhale, bring those hands to heart. Give me a one-legged mountain. Let's bring the left leg up. Like you're standing, pressing your foot onto like a park bench. Now when you're ready, extend this left leg out like you're shutting a door with your foot. Find your balance. Ooh, this side's a little bit more harder. We're really lengthening, right? We're lengthening through the back of that leg today. Hold it here. Inhale here. Exhale here. Now inhale, bend this knee in. As you exhale, gracefully find your crescent high lunge, right side. Inhaling here, exhale, open it up, warrior two. Sink it down, looking over that right top of the hand. Inhaling here, exhale, reverse that beautiful warrior, open it up. Open up the heart, open up the chest. Inhaling here. Exhaling, coming back to your warrior two. Nice and long, straighten that front leg, reach forward, hinge forward, and then come on down. Coming on up into that triangle. So again, you always want this chest open. You want to like stack your shoulders together. So as you come down, we don't want to be hinged forward. We're right here. And then you just come down with whatever's comfortable in this hamstring. Again, I'm not dumping into my right leg. It's strong core, opening up this side of the left body so you can really deepen it. Using the back of this right arm to help open up your chest. Lengthen. Oh, it feels so good. Triangle's so beautiful. And then when you're ready, let's bend that knee, coming back to that warrior two. As you exhale, hands come to heart, pivoting into that crescent high lunge, exhaling into that runner's lunge. And then placing your hands down, take this right leg behind, open up this right hip. And then find your downward facing dog, catch your breath, we're gonna add on. Here we go, we're gonna run through that all one more time. Inhale, take this left leg nice and high. Exhale it out. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, extend it behind you. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, find your runner's lunge. Inhale, arms come up as you come into that warrior two. Sink it down. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale it out here. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Exhale, come into that triangle pose, opening it up. Take a few breaths here. Stacking those shoulders. And then inhaling, coming back to that warrior two. Exhaling, we're coming into that crescent high lunge. Sink it down. I'm sorry, crescent high lunge, here we go. Now inhale, let's bring this knee up to our chest. Step up onto that park bench, and then exhale, extend. Extend this right leg out in front of you. And then inhale, bring this knee in. Exhale, option, give me just an easy warrior three right here. Take it back behind you. Open it up. One more breath here. Maybe arms come in front. And then inhale, hands come to chest as you exhale, bringing this knee back up. And then inhale, come on back, find your crescent high lunge. Exhale, frame this left foot. Hold it here. Now listen for the change. We're gonna bring this left leg up, and we're gonna bring it through, and I'm gonna come onto my right heel and peel open my right arm. Fall is called fallen triangle. I don't know if maybe if I turn to this side. Right. Now I'm all messed up because I have to come on the other side. Never mind, that totally messed me up. Left leg underneath, pivot on that right foot. Sorry, woo, there we go. I better just hold it here. I'm gonna mess this up. Keeping those hips up high, can you give me one more breath? If it gets too much, drop this knee. And then exhale, can you find your plank? Find your plank. On or off your knees. Big inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Catch your breath. We gotta do all that on the right side. You ready? Let's do this. Inhale, right leg comes up nice and high. Exhale it out here. Inhale, knee to nose, round it up. Exhale, extend it behind you. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, bring that foot through. Come on up, crescent high lunge. Exhaling into that warrior two. Inhaling here. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Open it up. And then the next inhale, find that warrior two. Exhale, straighten that front leg, coming into triangle. Opening it up right here. Lengthening through the back of the leg, opening up the heart. Breathing into it. And then inhale, coming back to that warrior two. Exhale, hands come to heart as you pivot, bringing those arms back up, find that crescent high lunge. Now here we go. I'm gonna bring my hands back to heart, all my weight's in that right foot. Inhale, step off, find your one-legged mountain. It's okay if you're a little wobbly. Flexing your foot, stepping it onto that park bench, and then exhale, extend that leg behind you, or in front of you. Ay, ay, ay. And then inhale, bring this knee in. Exhale, find your warrior three. I'm bringing my arms out in front today. Lengthening. Reaching out. Woo, it's okay if you wobble. I'm super wobbly. And then inhale, bring this knee back up. And then exhale, gently come back, crescent high lunge. Inhaling, now framing this right leg. And we had to come into falling side plank. So I'm going to bring this right leg through, pivoting on my left leg, peeling this left arm open. There we go, lifting the hips, side plank. Again, straight. I can look down at my wrist and see a nice straight line. If this gets too much, bring this right knee and give me it right there. Keeping your hips high, those hips want to drop. Can you give me one more breath? Exhale it out. Inhale, rotate it in. Find your plank on or off your knees. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Open it up, toes to the mat. And then exhale, drop the knees, take it back. Give me a nice child's pose. Catch your breath. Breathe it out. Maybe open up your palms. Catch your breath. Feel the lengthen of your spine. And one more exhale. Breathe it out here. And then inhale, roll it up to tabletop. Exhale, find seated position. Roll those legs over. And find a lovely boat pose for me this morning. I always like to grab onto the backs of my thighs so you can sit up nice and tall. And what's so wonderful about boat is there's so many variations. So if you're ready, take your feet off the mat. If you're ready, bring your arms out. If you want more and you want to come into straight leg, you can. I'm holding it right here today. Opening it up. Right here. Opening up your heart. It's okay to shake. Engaging those abdominals, making it nice and strong. Hold it here, hold it here. Opening up the heart. And then exhale, plant the feet, grab onto the shins. Lengthen through the neck. And then inhale, roll it all the way down. Exhaling, bringing those knees into your chest. Give that lower back some love. Let's, we're going to extend our right leg long, but let's straighten this left leg. This morning, let's grab on to the back of our thighs. And actually, I just thought of this. Real quick, pause and grab anything that you could use. Like, I'm even going to grab my sweatshirt. Something to wrap around your leg. If you have a yoga strap right by you, grab it. But if not, like this, you can just grab, I'm just going to use my sweatshirt. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. We're just adding a little bit of resistance. I just thought of this. I was like, oh, that's just, my body was craving it. So I'm adding it in. Just keeping this top leg nice and soft. Let's just bring this left leg forward. just using this little bit of, you know, sweatshirt, towel, whatever you have as resistance, and just really lengthen through the back of that leg. And can you straighten it a little bit? My leg's a little bit shaky. I got tight hamstrings. Strong hamstrings. I like to say that. Strong muscles. Now I'm going to release. I'm going to put everything in my left hand, take my right arm out to a T, and now I'm just going to bring it out to the side. Straight legs. I like to kind of keep my elbow on the ground because my right hip wants to follow. It wants to. I don't even think I can go that low today. So as you exhale, you're gently bringing these top toes towards your face. In fact, I even kind of keep my right hand on my hip today. So if you have a little more flexibility this morning and you can bring this left leg out to the side, please do. I am not there today. Keeping that knee nice and soft. Relax your shoulders. And then on the inhale, come up, switch hands, and just take it to the right side. Now we're lengthening the outside, getting that IT band all the way from this hip. And again, now my right elbow is resting on the ground, and I'm just gently pulling in my sweatshirt to bring a nice length into the outside of the leg. Oh yeah, mamma mia. This is a good one. And then inhale, release. Just keep it right by you. And just hug this left knee into your chest. And then let's take it across the body for a nice spinal twist. I like to take my arms up to like a goalpost and look over those left shoulders. So there's a lot of space between my knee and the ground. And just feeling that deep twist right through here, right through that lower back, opening up the heart. My back always cracks when I do this. It feels so good. And then exhale, come back to center. Maybe hug those knees into your chest, roll it out. And then extend that left leg. Grab your, I'm just going to say sweatshirt, whatever you have, behind that calf. And then just gently using your two hands, keeping your hips nice and square, pressing into the mat, finding the ground as your knee is soft and you're bringing this right leg in towards your chest. Exhaling it out. Just lengthening. Keeping a soft bend in your leg. What helps me too is I always think about that rib cage coming to my thigh. So as I exhale, I'm bringing the top of my leg, my right leg, closer to my rib cage. Lengthening through the back of that leg. Now let's take it out. So release your left hand. Everything's in your right hand as you take it out to the side. Ooh, this leg's a lot easier than my left leg. So right now my right elbow is on the ground. My hips are down. So I like to take my left hand because my hip wants to follow. So this is just a reminder for me to just be like, hey hip, stay down. And just get that inner thigh. There's a soft bend in the right knee, just really getting that inner thigh. Opening it up. Maybe every exhale, you just gently bring that right foot in towards your ears a little bit. And then inhale back to center, grabbing on to your sweatshirt. I'm just going to say sweatshirt. And then bring this other leg across, your right leg across the body. Again, maybe your left elbow can touch the ground. And you're feeling that deep stretch on the outside of that right leg, all the way from that hip, all the way down to your ankle. Lengthening right here. Breathe it out. One more breath. Exhale it out. Bringing that knee in, release whatever you had. You can throw it off to the side now. And then hug this right knee in. Make sure your hips are both on the ground, and then as you exhale, take this right hip over. Give me that goalpost arms looking over that right shoulder. Nice spinal twist. Feels so delicious. And then inhale, come back to center. Give me both knees in. Hug them in. Maybe give me a nice little happy baby. Feels really good on that lower back. And then inhale, bringing those knees into your chest. Hug those knees in. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then as you exhale, extend it out. Reaching out so your fingertips are all the way up. Reach, give your body a nice big stretch. And then as you exhale, find your final relaxation pose. Just taking the time this morning to calm the body. Closing your eyes. Relaxing every part of your face, every part of your abdominals. I read this yoga quote this morning, or more of like an affirmation, and it says, my mind, body, and spirit work together to give my body health and to give my heart joy. I just love that. I'll read it again. My mind, body, and spirit work together to give my body health and to give my heart joy. This morning we've been moving and breathing and strengthening and getting into all the spaces. But what's so beautiful about yoga is it's yoked together, your mind and your body and your soul. As you lay here in your final relaxation pose, just breathe that over your body, keeping your mind still, staying with your breath, and just filling your heart with joy. Maybe even take one hand over your heart and the other hand under your belly as you're laying down. And just feel your heart beat in your chest, your abdominals rise and fall. Finding the rhythm. Just filling your body with joy this morning. After the rain, it's so beautiful, cleansing. So this morning as you breathe in that fresh, clean new breath. Let that sunshine just fall over your body this morning. Maybe one more breath here. And then exhale it out here. Releasing your hands. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Just coming out of this beautiful relaxed state, bringing your awareness back to your yoga mat. Bringing your knees into your chest. And then taking your knees to the side into that fetal position. It's a self-love in that fetal position where your knees are together, your head's resting on that bottom arm. So send your body some love this morning. And then as you exhale, come on up. We'll end our practice in a seated posture, easy seated. And let's just do one final breath together this morning, sitting up nice and tall. Let's inhale, arms come up. Big deep smile as you inhale, and then as you exhale, can you make it slower than your inhale? Sealing in this beautiful sunshine practice this morning as your hands come into your heart. Thank you so much for doing yoga with me this morning. Namaste. Great job.